start with a round of applause for the illustrious class of 2010.
We've been there through football bonfires, through presidential inaugurations, through independent work. We've been there for each other every step of the way. And the fact of the matter is that the bond that we share as classmates and as friends is strong and unique.
I think what I've learned most here is that it's important to surround yourself with good people.
As you exist in the world, you will be actively creating Princeton, defining what it is to the world, long after you leave, and it will continue to be a part of who you are perceived to be for years into the future. Claim power in that relationship, the power to name and to define it and you.
Welcome to our 9th annual Lavender Graduation Ceremony.
I just want to thank the community for accepting me and letting me voice my own opinions rather than holding assumptions about what I believe.
The premise that you will be better at anything you do if you approach life and others with dignity and respect is an unwavering truth.
Let me advise you to allow your identity to fly, your notion of who you are expand. Let your self-definition embrace unexpected possibilities.
Contemplate and reflect upon knowledge, so you will become a benefactor to others.
Will you be a cynic, or will you be a builder? Will you be clever at the expense of others, or will you be kind? I will hazard a prediction. When you are 80 years old, and in a quiet moment of reflection, narrating for only yourself the most personal version of your life story, the telling that will be most compact and meaningful will be the series of choices you have made. In the end, we are our choices. Build yourself a great story.
There are a lot of institutions in America that can teach you how to solve an equation or critically read a piece of literature, but I truly believe that Princeton shines in its ability to teach us about something much more important, the value of community and of friendship.
Above all, I want for all of you to matter. That doesn't mean people have to know who you are. We live in a world that is obsessed by fame, and I've had a little bit of that. Not according to the New York Times, but I've had a little bit of it. And I can tell you that, in the long run, is not what matters. It's being a force in your community. It's being a great teacher or coach. It's ministering to patients or to a congregation. It's being a great parent. It's having a positive effect on others. And it's standing for something.
Today, we add to the gown that you already wear a hood appropriate to your degree and academic discipline. At Princeton, these disciplines span the fundamental arts and sciences, as well as their application to fundamental and contemporary problems in architecture, finance, engineering, and public policy.
Whether you've been laying the groundwork for a life in academia, preparing for a career in government, industry, or the nonprofit sector, or enhancing your professional credentials, you have the potential to have a decisive impact on the lives of others. One important characteristic of a well-educated mind is the ability to explain what you do and why it matters to others.
Eo ipso socii Princitoniensis. Domixitis, videtis, rincitis, et bibitis, semper fidelis eis consuetudinibus sitis in quibus velit in fundamenta successus vester extruitor. Memoria tenete autem, illas renovare et vestras facere.
Now that we have all successfully run the great intellectual gauntlet that is the Princeton undergrad experience, I hope that all of you will continue to seek out things that challenge you, not just as a lawyer or a teacher or a hockey player, but as a person.
President Tillman, I have the honor to present to you for the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She has dedicated her life to vindicating the Constitution's promise of equality under law as a distinguished law professor, a respected Supreme Court litigator, and a trailblazing advocate for women's rights.
It takes real self-confidence to confront the other point of view, rather than retreat into the safety and the comfort of what is familiar, to critically explore a different way of thinking, and to be open to the possibility that one might actually change one's mind. Those inclinations define the well-educated individual. Now, that is not to say that our goal is to graduate a class of like-minded thinkers. Just the opposite is true, in fact. We want you to hold strong and well-considered views on a wide variety of issues, and to be prepared to articulate those views in debate and to defend them to critics.